Well, today's video is all about my
bra.
No, my bra. Sorry. Hey guys, this is Swati Verma. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about FAQs. Well, I'm talking about the most asked questions about makeup and the most relevant ones. I have been a makeup artist for 10 years, more than 10 years. And well, on my Instagram, on my YouTube, in my courses, everywhere, everyone asked me all the questions about makeup. So I thought, why not to do a video where I am gonna answer all the questions. And I have Luisa here with me today, who has collected all the questions from my Instagram story asked by you guys and is going to ask me here. So let's get started.
How do I prep my face before applying makeup?
So basically, you need to follow CTN, that is cleansing, toning, and moisturizing. You can go for any brand which is available and suits your skin type. So follow these 3 steps before your makeup for prepping your face.
Which foundation is the best according to you?
Well, if you talk about full coverage, I love the one from Huda Beauty, the luminous one, not the first version. If you talk about medium coverage, I would recommend you the Dior Backstage collection. And if you want something for every day, minimum coverage, bare on the skin, I would say don't use a foundation, or something like Charlotte Tilbury and New Sticks. That's what I prefer. But again, this is what I recommend according to my taste, according to where I live, and it really depends on person to person.
How do I know which undertone I have?
To know which undertone, which is pink undertone, neutral undertones, or pale undertones, you need to simply follow this link and you'll find all the information. It's super simple. You need to look at your nerves, all the colors, what you're gonna see, and understand it forever. Follow it.
Can you explain contouring versus bronzing?
So bronzing basically warms up the face. So when you move your face and wherever the sun naturally hits, it's bronzing, and it includes something with the shimmer. So it's not so much on the face, while contouring is like faking it up, adding the color, matte, and making the face more accentuated. So it's more sculpted, like this.
Why do my under eyes get cracky after baking?
First of all, the main reason for this is because you don't hydrate your under eyes. And this is something I've noticed from a lot of people. You think that it's going to crease, it's going to get cakey because you are going to use some cream under the eyes, but that's a myth. You have to use the cream, you have to use the under eye creams, you have to use all those things because we're going to put layers under the eyes. And one major role what these creams does is it just makes it smooth and preps it for baking, concealing, all those steps. So add this step in your routine and you will not see your under eyes cracking.
Next question is, which powder is good for baking?
Which powder is good for baking? I've not really baked in years, in months actually. But for baking, I would recommend the Laura Mercier powder. I would recommend for colors, because Laura Mercier is more towards either white color, which is the translucent one, or they have one more shade, which is warm, too warm. I like the Huda Beauty baking powder, Easy Bake powder. And I would say that's the only brand that I prefer because it comes in a lot of colors. And I prefer the colors as cupcake and banana bread, these 2 colors.
Can you suggest a good eyeshadow palette for beginners?
Well, for beginners, I don't really recommend spending a lot of money in a lot of palettes. So if you have a good budget like this, if you talk about dirhams or Indian rupees, it's like around 250 dirhams or 4,000 or 5,000 Indian rupees. It's the Naughty nude palette from Huda Beauty or go for something from Morphe. They have amazing ranges of palettes, and you can go for one palette which has a lot of colors, practice every day, maybe for a few months, and then you can actually spend your money in something you really want.
How do I hide my pimples?
Okay, first of all, one myth that I wanna clear it out here. You cannot hide a pimple like a bump on your face. It's like a nose, which is a bump on the face. You cannot hide it. So, you can hide the color of the pimple, but not the bump. I do have a pimple here. Do you see it? I hid the color. It was a pink, ugly pink color. But you cannot hide the bump. It is impossible. So if you see the videos on Instagram, don't be crazy over them because it's all Photoshop or filtered. You can only hide the color or maybe reduce the appearance of the pimple by applying some matte powder. And other thing is, like, if it's dark, you use a dark concealer on it and then a light concealer and you're done. So that's how you remove it. That's how you clean it.
Do you have any tips for hiding dark circles?
I have one pro tip here which I always give in my courses, and I'm going to give you here. Use a two-tone dark concealer which is two-tone darker than your skin color, and a two-tone light concealer lighter than your skin tone, and then just cover it, lock it up with a normal powder. It can be a translucent powder, it can be just a setting powder, and you're good to go. You don't need anything else. See this video?
How do I make my eyeshadow last for long?
Simply use a concealer and dab it, then use a setting powder on it, and use any shadow in the world. It will perform and last for really, really long time.
Recommend some good concealers.
Well, for my personal use, I have all these concealers, but the ones that I love the most are from NARS. NARS soft matte concealers are the best ones, and then I prefer the Laura Mercier concealers. They are easily available everywhere. And one concealer which is budget friendly, drugstore, is the L'Oreal. Oh my god, that's the best concealer, full coverage. And if you want to compare this concealer with a little high end, I would say Tarte. So these two concealers are full coverage and can compete each other. Price wise, no, this is cheaper. Stay wise, both would perform well. So depends what's your budget.
How do I get my makeup to stay while sweating?
First of all, you cannot do it when you're sweating already. So you need to start from the beginning. Okay, let's go backwards. You need to use something called a gel primer. Use that and thank me later. And a blotting powder. A blotting powder is something like a setting powder or the one from Fenty Beauty. You can see it here. It's amazing. Keep it with you and you can just do a touch up when you think, oh, you're gonna sweat or you're going out. That's it.
How do I choose which lens color that suits my skin color?
Well, we do have the filters on our Instagram. So these are called try-on lens filters. Go over there, test it out, which color suits the best on your skin tone, and go for it. By the way, we do have 1 month lenses that they're also called try-on lenses. So what you can simply do is, after choosing the filters, because I'm sure you're gonna love all the colors, you can simply choose the colors that you like the most and use it for a month and see which ones suiting you the most, and buy the one which suits you the most in 6 months lenses.
How to fake bigger lips?
You mean like this? You need to watch this video, a full video, for better understanding.
How do I hide my pores while doing my makeup?
Well, you can use a pore filler before your foundation, before your moisturizer. When you just use a toner, use the pore filler after that, and then do the steps as you always do. and this is how you're gonna minimize the appearance of your pores. It comes in NYX Cosmetics, it comes in Inglot, it comes with a lot of other brands which you can search in the market depending on your budget.
Tell us about your favorite eyebrow products.
My favorite eyebrow products. Again, it depends. What kind of eyebrows do I want? These days, if you have noticed, I do bushy eyebrows because I do have more hair on my eyebrows. Courtesy Tourmaline Serum from Swati Cosmetics. And otherwise, I used to do a really defined eyebrows. So I like the products from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You can see the video here. And for this bushy eyebrows, you can see the video here. And the products too.
What is your favorite blush and where do I apply it?
Blush. It's kind of tricky, you know, because I haven't really found a favorite like that. But I'm kind of hooked on to a brand called The Balm, and the color is called In Full Swing. And I've been using it for a while. For a while means 2 years now. But I do have a couple of more, like from Dior, from MAC, from even L'Oreal. It was a pretty nice color. But you know, these days I prefer the tints, or I prefer the cream lipsticks. You can simply use it like all over and make it your blush.
Explain the basic rules for contour.
It's very simple. All you need to do is, no matter what kind of shape of the face it is, you need to make a 3. Simple. And here also, opposite side and blend it. That's all.
What is your favorite mascara for volume and separation?
Volume, separation, curling, lengthening. It's only one brand which can give you all that along with the lash growth. That's Swati Cosmetics Honest Mascara. Oh my god, this is one mascara that everyone needs to get in their lives. You know, I was using this one before starting the video, and I was just, again, so shook. If you're watching this video, I have a special discount code for you. Only for you because you're watching it here. Check it out.
Which brushes do I need in my makeup kit?
Well, I'll tell you one simple thing here. I have got more than 5,000 brushes, but I ended up using only 8 brushes. 8 to 9 brushes, that's all. Last year. And then I realized, hey, you don't need those brushes, but you get obsessed with it. So all you need, let's say the face, you need maybe a brush for foundation. You need a brush. The same brush can be used for contour, blush, even the powder. I mean, I do it like that. But maybe let's say 2 brushes or 3 brushes for the face and 3-4 brushes for your eye makeup. So if you talk about the brands, I would recommend either Morphe, pretty good brushes. Brush sets are there. You can see it here. You can go for Sigma. You can go for, if I talk about the Indian brands, you can go for Pro Arte. Amazing quality, really good brushes. Then there's another brand called London Pride Cosmetics. You can go for their brushes. They sell it in a set. And there are more high-end brushes, depends on your budget.
What is the best way to apply cheek tint? With a beauty blender or with a finger?
Depends, you know, you can do it with both things. So let's say this is the tint here. You can use a blender, or if you don't have a blender, you can simply use your fingers and dab it. You know, I would say the fingers are the best to do your makeup, you know, especially the face, the complexion. So you can simply do it very gently. And here it is, done.
What do you prefer, liquid or powder highlighter? And suggest your favorite brands.
I prefer, during the summertime, when I don't really apply anything else on the face, I prefer liquid ones. But if I'm doing, you know, the makeup in winters or let's say heavy coverage, I would suggest the powder ones. For the liquid highlighters, the Glowgasm, the Spotlight highlighter is the best from Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury. That's how my team pronounces it. And if you talk about the powdered ones, there's so many there in the market. You know, the one from Huda Beauty, Wizzyart is one of my favorites. Jeffree Star, and MAC also has amazing highlighters. Actually, every brand has good highlighters. The powdery ones, but the liquid ones, I love it from the brand called Charlotte Tilbury.
Okay, here comes the last question. Can you recommend a good setting spray and tell us how to use it and when to use it?
Well, I prefer the one from Glam Glow, and actually I use it before and after the makeup. So before starting your base, before doing even your moisturizer and all, I use the setting spray. And then I use it later in the end, before even setting my makeup with the powder. I mean, so many times I don't do anything as such. I don't use a powder, so it's natural and dewy, and I just use the setting spray. You can use the MAC Prep and Prime setting spray. That's also there. Tarte has it, Engla has it, Charlotte Tilbury, name the brand, and I guess they do have a setting spray. So before the makeup, before starting the makeup, as in even prepping the skin, and after, use it for that. And your makeup will last for a really long time. And Urban Decay, sorry, I forgot that. The Urban Decay setting sprays are actually really amazing. You can use that too. Smells too good. That's all for today, guys. I hope you got the answer to your questions. And if you haven't, you can simply type in below and I'm gonna try to answer as soon as possible. And don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my future updates, as I'm planning to do one video per week on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much once again for all the love and support. I love you all. Mwah! Like tick, 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 you know? Yeah.
Okay.
Don't dry your hair. How are you gonna? Okay. Yeah.
Ready?
It was so good.
Oh my god, here's the soup. Come on, Abby.